Can he get it through? That's a shade optimistic. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Ferran Torres. Pedri. Plays it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Strong running down that left flank. Not the most accurate pass. Rafinha. Passing nice and neat. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rafinha looking to add to his goal. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Balde. Araujo. Pedri. De Jong. Now it's Ferran Torres. No, he's not getting past him there. And here's Rashford. Tries to pass it through. De Jong. And it's Rashford. Rashford is fouled. It's a quick one. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Thuram. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Yamal. And smartly reclaimed. And the through ball. He's picked his way through. And the first half is done. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they want to keep things that way.
Barcelona will be wanting more of the same in the second half then. Utterly dominant in the first period, and they're 3-0 up. And the game has already resumed here. Struck first time. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Yamal. Yamal. Rafinha. Tchouaméni. And it's Camavinga.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
No, again, there's no way through. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Fofana receives it in a good position here. Yamal. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Jong. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And he's being shifted off it. He's through here. Corner it is. And now they can clear their lines. France have the chance to go the other way. Well, that pass isn't the best. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. So, another set play. Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It goes to show he is human after all.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's nice. Almost an hour gone. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Pedri. And Kubasi. Araujo. That is ended up in no man's land. It's a good run down the right. Thuram. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rafinha. And Yamal. Now it's Rashford. And Rafinha. Now it's Rashford. Now he's off and running. Saliba, quality ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ferran Torres. That's a good run down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Valde. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Header! Oh, extraordinary.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Yamal. Now it's Rashford. He could be in here. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Rashford. That's a sharp pass. And here's the chance to counter. That's been slipped through. And that could set him on his way. Great chance! Corner number 2 then. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Valde. Fofana puts his foot on the gas. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Fofana. Camavinga. Thuram is onto this. Out to the left it goes. Can he get on the end of this? Camavinga could try cutting inside here. Al Kubasi with the clearance. He's having a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Barcelona are closing in on a comfortable win. Koulibaly goes for the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Yamal. Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Yamal had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
1 minute.
Pedri. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Koundé. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now it's Rashford. Yamal. And time is up. Barcelona really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do that. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And it's Lewandowski. De Jong. Knocks it into space. Now, what about a counter-attack? The most accurate pass. Pedri. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. This is De Jong. Pedri. Out to the right. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. It's a ball kick.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Now it's Thuram. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Camavinga looking for a runner. Barcola. Great challenge, time to perfection. Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh no, this does not look good. Crossed in again. Ferran Torres. Barcola. Pau Kubasi calmly anticipates. De Jong. Araujo. And it's De Jong. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Pedri. And Rafinha. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Hernandez. That's been slipped through. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's lofted through here. Well, they're certainly pressing with purpose here. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Koundé simply refused to be outdone there. And it's De Jong. And this is Lewandowski. Ferran Torres. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Referee's given a throw. Oh, they could be caught out here. Barcola. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. He's had it taken off him. De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. And Rafinha. And here's Lewandowski. Tries to play it through. Oh, it's Dembele. And here's Lewandowski. Yamal. And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 7. À sa place, le numéro 10.
So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Now it's Barcola. Shifted upfield. Now it's Camavinga. Fired deep towards the back post. Balde can get it clear.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Tchouaméni with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has been cut short. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. No way through there. De Jong. Ferran Torres. And he's on a charge. Thinks about the shot. And a chance! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Shot a goal!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Tries to pass it through. A lot of space ahead. Great chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 26.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Chouameni did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Kubasi. Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Yamal receives it in a good position. Yamal! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Up he goes! It's hit the crossbar. Looking to play him in. France are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal, muscular approach does pay off here. Olise running with the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri for Ferran Torres. Oh, Red, nice interception. Looking for the run. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Barcola. Lovely pass. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? It's a pretty loose pass.
Changement pour la France. le numéro 9, le numéro 20. À leur place, le numéro 12, le numéro 24.
Great vision. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Doué. That's tidy. Doué was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Araujo gets over and intercepts. Rafinha.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Koundé.
This is the time you need that pace.
Barcelona are almost home and dry now. No, that's been intercepted. Pedri. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good ball. Picked out brilliantly. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Olise. He's a sharp little ball here. Ferran Torres. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Konate gets a foot in here. Chance here to counter.
Il y aura 4
Now
minutes
it's
de temps
Lewandowski.
additionnel.
Rafinha. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's having a good look here. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. Rafinha! Brilliant from Rafinha! A finish of true class! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Oh, that is a bit special.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's just a little long. De Jong. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.
Nous rappelons à nos chers
Lewandowski
spectateurs
picking
que le
up the
programme
Man
du
of the
match
Match
et
award,
d'autres
and no
accessoires
surprise. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1, and it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
Now it's Thuram. And that was nowhere near his best. Threads one in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
France clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No, that's been intercepted. Hernandez. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Some of the greatest to have played the game have described Frenkie de Jong as a player who can define an era. The way he holds on to the ball, absorbs pressure, creates space. There's much more than a passing resemblance to some of the former greats.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Mbappe. That is good alertness. Now it's Rashford. Knocks it into space. Drilled in. He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, there's a probing ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Pedri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now he's got space here. Over to the left. Balde just loves to go forward whenever he can. Ferran Torres. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out towards the right wing. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Yamal is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Rashford. Yamal. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rafinha. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And here's Rashford. Yamal. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Hernandez is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. And he's gone looking for safety. Dembele.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Right. Tries a shot! He has done it! France are back on level terms. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
He's on it, can he get away? Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mbappe. Great vision. No way through, so back it comes. Opts to play it back. That's a good ball. Has another go! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Thuram actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
This
24.
possibly the last play of the half.
Le numéro 12.
And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no...
Goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
It's a throw-in. Araujo. Pedri. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Balde makes the interception. De Jong. And it's De Jong. Barcelona finding their passes. Rafinha does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Mbappe. Dembele. Mbappe. Dembele looking to get on the end of this. Dembele. He's shifting through the gears here. Decent chance! Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Mbappe. Pedri. And Balde. That has been cut short. Has a look and place it forward. And he's intervened well there. Ferran Torres. De Jong. Rafinha. He is starved of space and time. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, good spread. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Rashford. Pedri. He's got away. And it's Pedri. Now it's Ferran Torres. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. Rashford! Sensational from Rashford! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. What remarkable powers of recovery.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character, wonderful.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Pedri, closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ball played for Dembele. Koundé. That's an imaginative pass. That has not gone well.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Nicely spread. Can he spark a counter here? Taken off it pretty forcefully. That's a lovely, neat pass. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And that pass just didn't quite work. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Pedri. Balde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? The final 5 minutes. And it's Pedri. Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 25, le numéro 10, le numéro 7. À leur place, le numéro 6.
Looks a foul. Yep,
le
referee's
numéro
given
11,
it.
Le numéro 20. Changement.
Very little time to go, and they have a free kick in a really promising area.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Nicely aimed pass. Kamavinga. Olise battling down that right flank. He's found the way through. Al-Kubasi deals with that comfortably. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. It's gone out for a throw-in. Rashford wins the duel this time. Neatly clipped into space. And he's managed to get free. Now, can he find a finish?
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. And things like that aren't meant to happen to players like him, but it has, and he's going to have to deal with it.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough.